Hello everyone, my name is Carlie from Create Mess, and today I'm going to do a bit of a mid-year review. I know it's already midway through August as I film this, but recently I've just been sort of reviewing how I do things in my planner, and I just wanted to I'm going to change some things that I do, and I just wanted to do a little video of some of those changes. And I'm really excited for the rest of the year because I think I've got a really good system going now. So this is my 2016 planner. This is a Hobonichi, and I'm not really going to do a Hobonichi walkthrough or anything, just going to compare how I used to do things and how I'm planning on doing things now. So let me begin my Hobonichi. So first off in the Hobonichi is this year on like 4 pages, and for the first half of the year my plan with this was to do sort of like a habit tracker. So down the side here I've got some of the habits that I wanted to keep through the month, and then I would color in the squares on when I did that. The problem with this, I really love this idea. The problem with this is I just could not get into the actual habit of filling in my habit tracker. And maybe I was trying to track too many things, but basically I was tracking exercise and healthy eating, and also some business things, social media and business related things, and some keeping the house clean, like days that I do cleaning and stuff like that. And so I don't feel like it was too many things. They were all, even though this whole box was full, it was just those 3 categories of things. But I just couldn't get into the habit of filling it out. So I would come, like a week later and go, okay, did I do it on this day? I think I did it on this day and this day, and fill it in like that. So it just wasn't working for me. So I've thought about what I want to use these for, and I've changed it. I'm going to use it as a project planner. So up the top here, I've got down the ideas that the projects I want to do each month, and then my idea is to in the calendar itself, actually sort of work out what I need to do to get that thing done. So if I want to do, for instance, I want to do a Christmas photo book in October, in order to get it done to send out to people for Christmas. What do I need to do to get that done? Well, I might need to collect all the photos I want to put in the book, and then actually make the book, and then send it off to be printed, etc., etc. So I'm going to fill out the pages. If I want it done by the 30th, say, of October, then that can be the last thing I do, print it off, and then write down all the other things that I need to do to get that done. And that way I can see how many days it's going to take to do this project, or if I need to fill it out over a couple more months. So this is just like a general overview. It doesn't mean that on that date in the future I must do this. It's sort of just an overview to see how things are going to go. From there, I'm going to take that knowledge and put it into the monthly calendar. Now, this itself isn't actually going to change to how I used to do it. What I usually do on my monthly calendar, you can see there's not much going on this month. I usually have all the appointments that I've got for the year, all the public holidays and everything. I put that into here. So that's really easy. Then down the side here, I sort of just drawn a line, and in this little squares are the tasks that I want to get done for that week. It's sort of like the weekly focus. So this week I want to sew up some orders I have for my business, and I want to make some videos, which is what I'm doing now. So that's my weekly focus, and that's going to get translated into the weekly pages. So towards the weekly pages, how I used to do it, my original aim for these pages was to sort of capture how I spend my time. And so I would write down exactly how long it took to do things. That way I know when I schedule myself to do something, I don't know, whatever it is, I know roughly how long it actually takes me opposed to what I think it might take me. So I love this idea of finding out how long things actually take. But this system didn't work for me because, as you can see, I couldn't keep up with it. I couldn't keep up with it at all. It's been abandoned pretty much. Because I couldn't keep up with it, then it's just, it's not worth doing. It's an idea that I still want to capture, and I've got some ideas for that, and hopefully I'll express them later. But if I go down to this week, I'm utilizing this page much better at the moment. And then again on the next page for some forward planning. So this page now is going to be a plan of how I spend my time, what I plan to do rather than what I did do. It's a plan. I'm also using it as a sort of a meal planner, but for now what I do is I go to my month and I go, okay, 2 p.m. I'm seeing the dentist, so I'll block in the 2 p.m. dentist, and I'll block in the things that I know are going to happen. And then from there I will also have my to-dos, and these are sort of just like a brain dump of everything I want to achieve this month. So I'll write them down, and once I have those to-dos, I'll actually schedule them in. So I'll make sure that they get placed somewhere on this in this calendar so that I actually have a place to get them done. And I do have everything except for the last one, blog post. I haven't scheduled in a blog post writing yet, but I've got plenty of time left in my week to schedule that in. Up the top here, they've got 3 check boxes up top of each day, and my plan is to sort of put the most important tasks that I want to achieve this day. If nothing gets done but these tasks, then I'm happy. This sort of idea I'm going to be more utilizing that on the day pages though. The day pages I think are more precise. This is sort of just like a general overview of how I want my week to go. And then when I get down to my day pages, that's the things I want to do. This page is a bit more clearer. I've started doing a meal planning here. So I've started meal planning for next week. And I was going to put down here on the side my shopping list. But I decided no, to-dos make more sense there. And I don't want to be lugging around this whole book when I go shopping. So I thought maybe a post-it note, but I've decided no, I'm going to put it into my phone or into the computer, and I'm having it in Google Keep. Google Keep, this is my voice. Google Keep is my preferred to-do list because it's really simple to use, and it automatically syncs with my Google account so I can access it like anywhere. So I'll be doing the shopping list. So I've got lots of notes in my Google Keep, but here is the shopping list that I've started for this upcoming shop. And it's a really good program. Once you've like ticked them off, they go down to the bottom. So you've only got the ones, and you can easily like rearrange everything too. So once you've got your brain dump of what you want to buy, you can just rearrange them into sort of the aisles that they're in. So it's really simple to use. I don't want anything too complicated because I'm not going to use it. The other thing I am going to be utilizing this page for now is down the bottom here. I'm going to put reflections of the previous week. I actually put the previous week because this is my first time doing it. I put the previous week here on this week, but I think from now on I'm going to do like this week. I'm going to do reflections at the end and then move on to the next page and have the reflections on the week that they reflect. So this side I'm going to have the accomplishments that I achieved this week. So the things that happened, that I achieved, that I did, that worked, even if I didn't finish it maybe, but it was working. That's what I put here. This side is the things that didn't happen. I'm not going to call them failures, but things that I need to learn from, or things that didn't get done. So those kind of things, because I think I need to be reflecting a bit more in this journal of what is working for me and what isn't. And that way, I feel like that way I can actively move on and, work better, work harder. I just realized that I didn't. The next thing that I do normally, I forgot to put a little bookmark in there, is these first day of the months. They have like a blank page. So let's see if I can find one that's blank. So here's November's, it's a blank page. And I'm not changing it either for what I'm doing, which is why it skipped to my mind. I put my goals, my month's goals. And they might be like expanded on from, this is my project planner. This might have some project goals. But, it's just my month's goals, whatever my focus is for the month there. And I guess I could put them on the calendar too. Maybe I could have some kind of, goals that I want to achieve. But these are my month goals. Again, though, I found that I wasn't reflecting, did I achieve my goals? So for this month, okay, find August. This month I've written down my goals, and now I'm going to have a section down the bottom for my monthly reflections. So it's the same as the weekly ones, like what was successful and how can I improve. So I'm going to go back and actually reflect on what I did this month at the end of the month. Now we're on to the daily pages, and I don't think this is really changing all that much. This is sort of just an example of my daily pages. In my little calendar here, I put down my appointments again, and down here the side I've got headings, and my headings have sort of evolved as we keep going. So I've got my headers, and then the sort of tasks below the headers. So my header here is home, create, and business. What I do is I cross off things that I don't do and I move them to a different page. I highlight the things that I did do. Up the top here there's a little section for most important tasks. And sometimes I group together like things, so I've got some stars. So these things maybe I can do at the same time, because usually I just brain dump and then maybe I'll like link some things together. Down here I usually just have some notes of anything that I need to note or want to note. My idea as well, if you remember for my weekly pages, I wanted to capture how long things actually take. So my idea is to put that in this calendar section here. So say if I start doing, something here, post Facebook pictures of a customer order. Maybe I want to see how long it actually takes to do this tasks. Then maybe I might start that here and write down, 6:15 customer order or whatever, and then mark off when I finish doing that, so to see how long it takes. That was my ideas for that. So that's sort of my ideal page. Sometimes I just write notes on blank pages. So that's how that works. And that's how it's been. Some days I'm finding that I just need to jot down notes and not have the headers. Just jot down my to-dos without the headers, just because it gets a bit repetitive sometimes writing down again and again those headers. So I've actually going to order some stickers so that when I'm doing my weekly planning, because my idea is to get down my whatever I need to do, just get it down. I'm not trying to make this beautiful or pretty. It's just got to be functional. That's what I want. I want to get these down and actually do the things. I have other creative outlets for my planner, besides my planner. So this doesn't need to be pretty. So I have ordered stickers and they are pretty, but my whole idea is that when I'm planning a week, instead of having to write out the headers business, business, business again and again and again, I can just get the sticker and stick it down. And hopefully that's my plan anyway, is to keep it really really quick. And I am sort of thinking about tracking as well. Maybe I might have some stickers to track, say when I exercise or eat well. And my idea, because I really like my, where is it? No, I do like the habit tracker. It wasn't working for me. Maybe a sticker on my monthly calendar might work if I can just go, okay, I exercised today. Yay, I get a little sticker and stick it down the day. I'm not sure. That's something I'm thinking about. But anyway, that is how, I just want to show you these two. I was doing some exercise and it was going well, and then I've stopped again this way. But I just printed out what I was going to do, and then I just put them as a tip in on the day, and that seemed to work well. I lost a bit of weight there. But anyway, that is sort of my updated process now for my Hobonichi. Things are going well, and I'm excited. I think this is going to be a very good system for me. I hope you've maybe got some ideas of how you can work your system. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!